Good morning everyone, Corey Shaw, Windish RV, here today in Fountain, Colorado at the KOA that's located right next to our Fountain location to show you how to unhook when you get to a campground. We're going to go through things like the weight distribution unhooking, we're going to go through stabilization for the stabilizer jacks, how to hook up your power, how to hook up a water hose, all of the things that you need to know when you actually get to the campground. Okay, so the first step we're going to go over is just basically making sure the trailer doesn't roll. So I'm using a rock this time, but at any one of our locations we have parts departments where you can actually use the wheel chocks, and what you want to do is make sure that it's blocking the trailer from rolling backwards or forwards before you unhook from the actual trailer. Okay, so on this particular trailer you have an electric tongue jack on it, which is as simple as pushing the button for it to start extending the jack down to be able to start taking the trailer off of the truck. Okay, so we're going to continue raising the EQ up with the trailer, and the reason for that is what we're trying to do is relieve some of the tension on these to help you get the bars off the trailer. Okay, so the last step of us taking off this EQ hitch is going to be removing the bar from the actual hitch. So what you're going to first want to do is remove the cotter pin and then pull out the bar. Always remember when you're putting this away to make sure that the pin goes back in so you have it when you leave. And then you can just store this either in the back of your truck or in the pass-through storage. Okay, so now that we have the EQ off, the next step is getting the trailer off the ball. It's as simple as running the jack down and making sure that all the pressure's off of the jack. You're going to, at that point, release the lock on the ball, which on this one you're going to lift up and pull back. Then you're going to simply hit the button to raise it up. Make sure you get full clearance from the ball. Now the last step is just removing the power cord and pulling forward. Okay, so the next step is the stabilizer jacks. This here is the manual stabilizer jack tool to be able to use. I like having this as backup, but what I really like to use is a power drill with a 3/4 inch socket on it to be able to run it up and down automatic instead of manually. So all you have to do, hook it on, and you're good. And to bring it back up, it's the same thing, you just reverse the drill. Okay, so now we're going to show how to hook up the power at this campground. This trailer has a 30 amp service. We're going to walk it down to your power source. The other thing that you want to see, this is an adapter from 30 amp down to a 115. This will allow you to plug it into your house to an extension cord or something like that before you leave. But this campground's great, and it has a 30 amp service connection to where you're just going to plug it directly into your power source and drop down the cover. Okay, next step we're going to hook up our city water connection. First thing that you want to do is locate the city water connection. Then you're going to take your hose and you're going to fasten the hose to the system. Okay, now we're going to hook up your freshwater hose to the actual spigot at the campground. Make sure the first thing you do is you put your water pressure regulator on this side of the hose that's actually getting hooked to the water supply. That way your water pressure regulator keeps the pressure down from the beginning instead of taking it through your hose and getting stopped up at the end there. But you just basically screw in like I just did. Now you're going to take your water pressure regulator and screw it into the hose. Okay, now we're going to hook up your sewer hose. First step, unlatch your cover. Then you're going to put the sewer hose on, clip it into place. Now you're sealed there. Then you want to walk your sewer hose to your dump site and you're going to plug it in there. Okay, we have everything set up on the outside. We've got the lights on the inside. We're ready to go camping.